Hi everyone. This week for Deck the Year, I'm just going to put some things together. I had some leftover scrap paper from Harmony at Harmony's Creations, and this week Pete the Cat is teaching us the word F, and I forgot what was on this side because I already taped that up. Oh well. Anyway, I was going through one of my creepy paper collage books that someone had given me, and I liked this image, so I'm gonna put this on there, and then I think I want to put lace all over the edge. We'll see. I don't want to get rid of that moon, but I think I might have to. Look at those skulls, that's so cool. Do I have to get rid of the moon? Well, no. I should stop being lazy and get my die cuts out and stop making things to put these together instead of paper piecing stuff and just slapping things on there. I really should stop being lazy with that. But I can't think of anything at the moment. Just stumped. I just can't think of anything. And during my lunch breaks at work, I've been doing those diamond paintings just to keep occupied because I have a ton of journals made and ready for sale, so I'm not going to make more unless I came across fabric that I see at Hobby Lobby that if I see fabric at Hobby Lobby that it looks good for a journal, all right, I'll make another one. But other than that, I'm pretty much done until I have my my craft show in October. It's coming up in October this year. And I usually do well at them. I have my, my Etsy shop, I do well on there too, but at the craft show, I seem to do pretty well there. I've been to a bunch, and it seems like the one that's right near my house, I do the best at. And the best part about that is there's no fee. Setup is free. And the moon is going to be covered with this lace. So it's free to set up, and then, you can give a donation when you're at the end of the day. So it's like 5 minutes from my house. Last year we were freezing. The lady next to me, she sells, they usually put us in the same spot. So the lady next to me sells all tie-dyed shirts and things like that, and she does pretty well. I was surprised because I didn't think she would, but it's her business, and it's run by her and her 3 daughters, and it's all kind of tie-dye stuff, and she actually does well. And she was smart. She had a blanket on her whole body, on her head and everything. She just draped it right over. And I was freezing. Damien was freezing. He usually, he goes with me to every craft show, and he stays. He stays the whole day. So we were both cold. Um, I think this year, and the year before that, not because this was my second show, the year before that, um, it was pretty, it was tolerable. It wasn't cold. You didn't need a blanket or anything. The year before that, but last year was very cold, and I was afraid it was going to rain, but it didn't, so that was good. I think they have rain dates though. I I think. And so we were freezing all day, and it was from 10 to 4, but you had to get there at 7:30 to set up. And it takes me about a half hour to set up. And we were like, this is ridiculous. Why do we need to come this early? But I got to tell you, the parking situation, the earlier you go, the better spot you get. So, kind of it kind of sucks though for 7:30. You figure by 8 o'clock you're all set up, and then you gotta wait another 2 hours before people come. I mean, people are there, they look around, they see what you have. But I mean, when the public comes and everything, it's like, I wish setup was like at 9. I really don't think the setup has to be at 7:30. I think that's. I think that's. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I think setup should be 9 o'clock, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people can get set up within the hour. I just don't understand why we have to be there at 7:30 in the morning. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna use some of these diamond dots I have left over. Not diamond dots, they're rhinestones. And I'm going to fill in this moon. That's what I'm going to do. I can also use these leftovers for nail art, and also for nail art and for shakers. But I have an idea. My wax and my pen is at work, so I had to open another one. I forgot to take that home. So I'll have to use a new one. But I think I want to just fill this moon in with some, you know what? That's not going to work. I got to put some glue first. Oh my goodness. I feel like it's Friday the 3rd. I feel like I'm in the movie Friday the 13th right now, because it's very quiet. I have an acre of land outside, a little bit more than an acre, and I can hear all the frogs right now and stuff. And I feel like I'm in Friday the 13th. Yep, that's what I feel like. It's kind of freaky. And there's like where we live, not far from where we live, a few minutes away, there's like this, there's like a trail, and it's all wooded and everything, and it's beautiful in it's beautiful in the fall. You see all the foliage and everything, but Damien's always like, hey, you want to go over there and take a walk on the trail? And I'm like, no, I'm afraid I'm going to get murdered. He's like, what? I said, well, I don't know, it's all like desolate over there, and I'm afraid. We went there once. I didn't go too far in there. I was just getting leaves. One of my friends that used to live in Rhode Island now lives in California, and she was working at a nursing home, and she wanted to do an activity with the the residents, and she says, this sounds crazy, but these brown and yellow leaves aren't doing anything for me. She goes, anyone in Rhode Island want to send me some leaves? And I said, I will. Why not? Right? So I went over there, and they were like bright orange and reds, and then there were some that were a little green, but they had yellows in them, and they were just all so vibrant. They were beautiful. So I went in there to get some leaves, and I didn't go too far. I just went, a little, like not even 5 minutes into it, just to get some leaves. Then I was going all over the state. I'm like, oh, where else can I get some leaves? Like, I wanted them really bright and everything. So I went there once, and every now and then he's like, come on, we should, walk the thing. And I'm afraid. I don't know, I don't like that. you know, it's just so quiet, and I don't know. I get the heebie jeebies, I guess. I don't want to do it. But there's a park, where everyone walks to, in one of the towns near us, and that doesn't bother me. It's got trees and everything like that, but it doesn't look like Friday the 13th. You know what I mean? Like it's got like it's got a, well, I guess you would say it's a lake. I don't know, a pond maybe, and there's a path to walk and everything, but everything's open. You can see everybody. Um, it's not mad quiet with just trees everywhere, so you don't know how to get yourself back to where you were from originally. You know what I mean? You can get lost like that. Like, phew. So I don't mind walking over there. And to be honest, I have a nice quiet neighborhood over here. I wouldn't mind walking over here. He doesn't want to walk around here. That's boring. I don't want to just walk around the block. Please, I walk around the block 18 times and then I'll come home. I'm satisfied with that. I don't need to go nowhere. He's too much. So he wants to walk in that path and I don't. So we haven't done anything. That's not good either. All right, so that's half of the moon. Let's get the other half done. So that's what it feels like right now. It feels like I'm in a Friday the 13th movie. Just all those frogs outside. And when I first moved here, I would see a lot of toads outside, and I would pick them up, and oh, they were just so cute, little baby. They were like the size of a dime. Then there's some the size of a baseball, they're all different sizes, but we used to have tiny, tiny ones, and I'd see them all the time, and I'd pick them up. They were so cute. And lately, I haven't seen any toads. I'm like, where are the toads? Now I know they're out there because I can hear them right now. But they used to come up to my steps and everything, and I used to love looking for them, and 9 times out of 10 I could get them and just hold them for a little bit before I put them back down. Yeah, right. They must have went to their buddies and said, don't go over there. That lady's nuts. She's going to pick you up and talk to you. And then, they probably warned all the other frogs, so that's why they're not coming over here anymore. Sometimes we see deer outside. I thought we were going to see a lot more deer than we have. But when we do see it, it's like a big deal. Like one time in our yard, not too long ago, there was a family, the mom, the dad, and 2 babies, and they were so cute. And I felt bad because I wish I had apples because I know they like apples. So I wanted to give them some food, but I didn't have any apples. And they were eating something in the grass, although I don't know what it was. But I felt bad because usually I'll go apple picking when it's in season, and then I'll give the apples to the squirrels outside. Every morning before work, I will get an apple and put it on my steps. And the squirrels will come and take it. And it's funny because we have a camera so you can see. So every day we see the squirrel around the same time. He comes and he gets the apple. And that lasts me a while because I get a big thing of apples. So it was a lot of fun watching them come up to the door and get the apple. So that's what I like to do. But I didn't go apple picking this past year, so I didn't have any apples to give him. I like them because they're smaller apples. I don't want to give him a big apple, like just enough for him to be able to carry, you know. So I like the smaller apples. So hopefully I get to do that this year. I like to feed them too. And I stopped with the bird feeder because that was ridiculous. I have a decent sized bird feeder and it would be gone in one day. And the birds would be all over the place. And I was like, you're eating me out of house and home. I can't be buying this bird seed like this all the time. So I stopped that. It was too funny. They were all over the place looking for it. Then I had these crows that would come and eat the bread. I used to leave some bread out. And it wasn't for them. Bread's not good for them. But in the camera, I saw that the crows were coming. And not that they didn't take just one piece in their mouth. They put a piece in their mouth. And then they would go again and get another piece and another piece. They'd have like 4 pieces hanging out of their mouth. And then they'd fly away and bring it to wherever. I was like, oh my God, look at these pigs. Like, it was crazy. So I haven't given them bread in a while. Oh, it's because we don't really eat bread either. We just eat wraps lately. So I don't really have any bread to give them. But I couldn't believe all that bread they put in their mouth at one time. They were big too. They were big bastards. Big, 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 big. And they were noisy. They were like talking to each other because there was always 2 of them. One would stay behind and then the other would come and get the bread and then they both take off. It was weird. Like, they didn't just both take the bread. One would take the bread and the other one just used to watch, like, from a distance. I don't know if that was the lady saying, go get me that bread. I had to make that nest all myself. Now you go get me that bread. You know, who knows? All right, guys, this is almost done. I hope it wasn't that boring. It could have been. If you're still with me, thank you. I appreciate it. But I just thought this would be a good idea to use up these diamond dots, rhinestones, whatever you want to call them. Because, like I said, they'll be great in shaker mix, but I'm also like, when's the next time I'm going to have you know what I mean? Like, have all these, I don't want to get an abundance either. I think we need one more. Here we go. All right, guys. So that is the moon. I think it came out pretty good. So that is my take on Deck the Year this week. Every week it is hosted by Penny at Penny's Crafty Creations. Anyone can join. And every Thursday you just upload a flashcard that you have. Well, it could be a flashcard or a playing card, whatever. And you just upload what you've done. Or you can do a process video like I just did. So if you're interested, you just tag Penny and put hashtag Deck the Year and show us what you've done. So thanks for watching. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.